This is going to be the post-market analysis on the excuse me, on the CPI play. So we had CPI at 8:30 this morning. We consolidated pretty much all pre-market, right? We're in a consolidation, and we get some fake manipulation right here, and we get true manipulation right here. I thought it was going to go personally to London lows, if that was going to be any type of true manipulation, but nope. Draw liquidity in my eyes was going to be previous day highs, and that was my draw. That was my draw on liquidity. I wanted to see London lows be taken to then go to previous day highs, but it doesn't always turn out like that. So we got in when we changed state. Once we changed state, got in 5. And then if I'm not wrong, I broke even. I took out a little too fast. I'm not gonna lie, but we got back in. We rejected the AMD here, so we had manipulation on this part. I thought we were gonna manipulate here to go down to London, so I got out, took a scrape on that. But then we, I believe it was around, I don't know how much the scrape was, but we got back in, re-entry, because it was an invalidation of this, but a validation of this AMD rather than this AMD. So that would be our entry. Here's the reason for entry. AMD set on change in state. We're rejecting topside manipulation, and we created a protected swing on the tap the internal liquidity, creating a protected swing. So where's that internal liquidity? Go to the 5 here. That's where you can see, you know, I tell you guys, you don't really need to like full port CPI, or not even full port, but kind of gamble it. If you just take a step back and kind of see what the market's doing, right? We do have draw on liquidity down here. That is true. But at the same time, we do have some better draw, in my opinion. Previous day highs. I love those. I love previous day highs and lows. London, definitely a very, very strong draw on liquidity. I'm surprised we did not sweep London low. But that's why we're reactionary traders. We don't really try to predict, and we're going to put a limit order here and just wait, because we're going to miss out on an opportunity like this. So we reacted to it. We got that tap into the fair value gap here, and that's where we re-entered. Sorry. So I put my limits. I believe it was in previous. Yep. I know I put my limit here at this high, and then I had 2 if I'm not wrong. It was weird. It was CB. It glitched me. I don't know. It filled it but didn't. Like, one of my contracts filled but did not fill. I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. But we ended up having another limit order, and due to that mistake, we only had 2 contracts. I wanted to get out 1 and just let it ride, but we had 2 contracts as a limit order right here, and that took us out. But overall, 151 points on the day. This one was around 6,900. If you were to take this with me or took this play, but that's pretty much it on the CPI play and post-market analysis for this account in this play. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for everybody that joined the Discord. You guys are amazing. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or anything, please just DM me or put it in the Discord. We have a community suggestion tab for a reason. So I love you guys, and I thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, so I will be doing a post-market analysis on the orb strategy that we did for the community today. So today we marked out the 9:45 candle, right? Not the 9:30. Why? Because the 9:30, you want to do 9:45 because the first 15 minutes of the market is going to be a lot of institutional money. So you want to do the 15-minute 9:45 candle, and that's what this blue box is. So you see that we pierced it, but we don't have a candle closure. So we're going to go ahead and drop down to the 1 minute. And you can see here we get our candle closure. And on that candle closure, we created internal liquidity and we swept external liquidity, right? And then on the sweep of external liquidity, we have more external liquidity being created. Follow me. So now we drop down and pierce into the internal liquidity, and that would be our entry point. I got in on this one right here. That's the one I got in on, but we have a deeper pierce right there. So stops below, and we would be, if we get stopped out, we'll be looking for the fake out of the orb instead of the breakout. But we put our not break even, I'm sorry, partials. We took out 3, we got in 5, we took out 3 over at this high right here, which is it's gonna be the external liquidity. Got out 3, and then we let the rest run, and we broke even over here. My overall target was gonna be previous day highs, but we unfortunately we took previous day highs, I believe around here over on ES. So with that, when the correlating indice takes the high, it still counts for the other indices. So in this case, ES took the high, and it did count for NQ. I was not paying attention. I should have had 2. I should have had my ES pulled up, but we broke even due to the system. What we do is take partial, break even after taking partials. So that netted us around 1500. Point play wise, not really. This was really more of a scalp. The external liquidity was, they're really right there. Internal, external is really close to each other, so it was a scalp. But we are trying to play this as systematic as possible, trying to find a good model. So that's going to be the orb strategy for today. I hope you guys learned something in the Discord. I thank you guys so much for being a part of the Discord, and I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I really do. I hope you guys have a blessed day. All right. This is the post-market analysis for the alpha play. Short, simple, and sweet. We broke even here, lost 500 here. For this one, we saw the inversion, proper candle to closure, expansion, reversal, expansion. On that expansion, we have a inversion fair value or inverted fair value gap and a BPR being created. So we put our stops inside of that BPR. We didn't have much capital, so we kept it at 20 points. And we see that retest there. We were targeting the LRLR, or the LRL built up here, and the fair value gap for CPI down here, but we didn't get that one filled. I trailed my stops down to 1,000, break even on the account, and 500 profit. So that's pretty much the overall sum of the play. That's where we trailed it. That's pretty much it. That's the post-market analysis for the alpha account. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. Thank you.